Hey guys, how's it going? So I think it's about 8:30 in the evening. And of course, we had to have another rainstorm thing move through during the night. This was supposed to be pretty bad, I guess. 1 to 3 inches of rain. We only got just under an inch. That's what my rain gauge says anyway, but who knows. But other places they got way more, of course. But I did the repair to not repair, I guess, just, hopefully fixed it. But, I JB welded the holes underneath the air compressor. I've yet to actually test this yet. I'm going to test it now, but I decided to let it sit an extra day just because I didn't know what the oil was doing in the pump, because you obviously got oil in the pump. So I didn't know if maybe it's sitting on that funny angle, it would have flooded everything or not. So I figured, well, I'll flip it back over or put it in its operating way or whatever you want to call it. And then I'll let it sit for overnight, whatever, and then let it drain down. So, but like I said, I don't know if it'll hold. We'll find out. If you hear a big explosion of air, well, then you know that it didn't hold worth a shit. So then the other option would be to just simply weld it, but I know that welding it's going to be not good because, the tank is thin, obviously. So, yeah. So it's actually kind of cool today, too. It's only like 50-something out. Ridiculous. But whatever, I'm wearing my overalls. It's actually kind of just perfect for this kind of weather. It's like you're not too cold, but you're not too hot either, right? So, but yeah. So we're gonna do that, and then what else was I gonna do? If anybody cares, I guess I had a doctor appointment today. Actually, Mother had one too. We actually seen the same doctor. So I normally don't doctor or go to the hospital where my bank is at, because back when I was a kid and a teenager and even a young adult, it's just the hospital over there just seemed like they were so out of date. Nobody knew what the fuck they were doing over there. It was ridiculous. So I stopped going there. Mother kept going there and whatever else, but seems like over the last few years they have updated their technology and stuff, so they are a little more up to date. But I don't know. I just still have kind of a trusting issue with them. But I guess the only way you can tell or know for sure if they've straightened out their act, I guess, is just give them another chance. So that's what I did, because I have. You're not going to be able to see it because it's under my shirt, but kind of. Right here, I got a little bump. And at first I thought it was just a bug bite from like a, mosquito or something, right? Because usually when they bite you, they leave a pretty, they leave a little bump behind. So, but unfortunately this one kept getting bigger and it was starting to hurt. And then there was one night it was hurting pretty good. I didn't really get much sleep that night because it was kind of hurting enough that it just, no matter how I normally sleep on my right side, so it was, that's how I was putting all the pressure on it too, because it's on my right side, and that's the side I sleep on most of the time, so didn't really get much sleep that night, so I didn't know what it was. Figured, well, this definitely ain't no damn bed bug, or no bite from a bug, because, for one, it wouldn't hurt, and it would probably hurt a little bit. I think it would be more itchier than anything else. But this actually hurt, and then it kept getting bigger, and it was getting kind of hard a little bit. And so basically, what the doctor told me anyway, it's just some kind of it's not a bug bite, it's some kind of a buildup under my skin. It's like a cyst. That's what they call it, but and there's different kinds, but it's the one kind that I have that is formed. I don't know exactly, but basically it's what's in your body that helps your hair grow, I guess, apparently, and helps make your fingernails grow. Apparently, you have that throughout your whole entire body, I guess, or something. I don't fucking know. And then, I guess if you get like too much in one area and you can't push it through or whatever, then it forms a lump. So that's what's going on there. That's what this doctor thinks anyway. So, but right now it's just going to put me on some, I don't know what the fuck you call it. Some kind of a pill. She said that it should get rid of it, but she doesn't know exactly how much it'll get rid of it. So she said that take this pill 3 times a day for 10 days, and then if it doesn't help it any, well, then I have to schedule a appointment with another doctor, and I guess have this thing either cut off or I guess sucked out of me. Either way. So, but right now they're going to put me on a pill just to see if the pill will knock it down before we have to, step it up a notch. So, but if that's what it is, then, whatever. I mean, millions of people get them every day, so it's not that big of a deal, but it really just kind of depends on where they grow, too. Apparently, they mostly grow behind the ear, I think, and maybe the neck, the chest, and in the upper back. That's the most common places, but they can form in other places, too, but that's the most common areas. But while mine's on my shoulder, but closer to my neck, so it's not a very good place for it to be, so it has to get out of here. So, but for now, they're going to try medicine, see if that'll take care of it. If not, well, then I'll have to have it cut off or sucked out. But they said that there's a slight chance that it could come back with time, but then I guess you just keep having it cut off or sucked out or whatever. So, but pretty common thing for people to get, I guess. I've never had one till now, but yeah. So hopefully that's what it is, and she's not wrong. That's why I don't really, trust that hospital all that much. But I figured might as well give them a chance and see what they think. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on it and see what the medicine does to it. If it doesn't do anything, well, then I'll have to schedule another appointment, and then they'll have to either suck it out of me or cut it out of me. I don't know. It's either one, I guess. So, but whatever. Either way, it's got to F off now. So I've already been dealing with it for about 2 weeks, and I kind of thought it would go away, on its own. Because at the time, I didn't know what it was. So figured, well, if it's that, well, then it's, it's manageable, I guess. But I don't know. I don't have to keep going to the hospital every year either to have that thing removed. But it might take a few years for it to grow, too. I don't know. But I guess it's nothing serious. It's really just a major pain in the ass. It's a nuisance. But got to deal with it, I guess. So anyways, we're going to put a little bit of air in this compressor and see if we hear any massive explosions. Now, this should have cured, I'm sure of it, because there was one day that it was pretty warm in here, but now it's been pretty cool the last few days because of the wind and the rain and whatever else. It's not going to get much warmer now for a couple of days, so, Now we'll hook the air hose up. I'm going to shut it off at 40 psi and then we'll check it, see if we hear any leaks. Well, we're up to 40 psi. And I won't be able to restart it. Obviously, I'll have to dump some of the air out because there's too much pressure against it now, but I'm not hearing any massive air. I'm hearing something, but that might be in the hose. Might be in a fitting. It's not in that one, but it could be in. That's a brand new fitting though. I just put that on. No, that's an old one. This is an old fitting, but I can hear. Could it be? Could be in here. No. Ooh. What is this? You know, here's something I just learned. Okay, let me readjust my fat ass here. This thing does have a dump valve on it. Yeah. But I'm not. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of an air leak, but okay. Yeah, this doesn't work very good when you're videotaping, but oh yeah. Oh, that's nothing. That air leak is in the pump. That's just to release the pump. So, but now, I'm not hearing nothing. All right. So the little bit of air that I was hearing is coming out of where the copper pipe here comes out of the pump and goes into the tank. But then when I touched it, it released a burst of air. So I think that's releasing air from the pump, but it's keeping it still in the tank. Because now I don't hear nothing. So, but yeah, I guess I should have. This thing does have a dump valve on it. I mean, obviously, I don't ever use it because I can dump it way faster by just disconnecting the air hose. So, but yeah, I guess what I could do if I really wanted to is I could just, leave this overnight and see if it still holds 40. Well, it's a little bit lower than that now, but if it still holds 40 psi overnight, personally, I think it probably would still bleed off. But no, that definitely did fix it. But now the question is, how long will that last? So can't say that's going to last forever, but I guess it would last for a couple of years, I guess. Whatever, I don't know. So I guess we fixed it for now. But I think it might have picked up it builds air a little bit quicker, but obviously it would be such a small amount, it would be pretty much impossible to tell. But I think what I'm going to do, because I know 40 psi doesn't seem like much, I don't know, since it's got no air in the pump, it fired right back up because there was nothing in the pump, but it was all in the tank. Actually getting kind of hot. I don't know why that copper pipe gets so bloody hot for. We're almost about to hit 50 psi, it looks like. Little bit of air that comes out up here. Sometimes that'll start getting kind of warm, and that means that you're pushing it too hard, or you're running it too long. But considering it's kind of cool out today, that'll probably take a while. We're just about to hit 80 psi. Thought I heard somebody. I guess I heard the neighbors taking off. But yeah, I usually only put about 80 psi in here. that's usually more than enough for what I'm doing. I mean, if you're running air tools, you'd probably want more. But could have swore that I thought this air hose was only rated for like 80 psi, but I don't remember now. So now I'm hearing that hissing again. So it's leaking down here, but that's only in the, yeah, the pump's actually getting kind of hot. But now it's not doing it when I stick my hand here. It's coming out of a fitting. Could it be that? Because now it's coming out more now since I've been playing with it. It's not that one. It's like a double. But that's in the... Well, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting little thing here. I don't know if you guys will stay there long enough. I don't know if that's a fitting or... Well, I mean, it's gotta be, but I don't know which one. It looks like there's like 50 million of them here. So... I don't have my stinking headlamp with me. So now it's dumping out even more. And I haven't even started yet. Yep, that's kind of weird. Yeah. See, is that a double fitting or just a... I don't know what they got going on here for this stupid... I don't know. I'd have to get in there with my light because I don't have my headlamp with me. But it's coming out of that. I don't know if it's the fitting. Well, I mean, it's got to be. I don't know what else the hell it would be. But unless there's like a pressure release button there, like a little valve thing, and you can dump that to get the air out of the compressor, but yet keep it in the tank. Because I'm at exactly, well, looks like 79 pounds, or 70 psi, but it ain't going down because I don't hear it coming out now. So the main leak was obviously underneath, but where it's coming out of that fitting, I guess would be the next stage and thing to figure out, but I don't know. It was all covered in oil. So, but I don't know, it does seem to like it builds air a little bit quicker, you know, I mean, not by much, but even if it was, you know, even 3% faster, you know, or whatever, however you want to look at it, you know, it's still it'd be worth it. The main thing is if I wanted to, like this obviously holds air now because I don't hear it. It's not leaking because you'd hear it. I mean, you could leave it overnight or even just for an hour, and if you don't notice that it's not bleeding off super fast, well then you know it would hold. But if it's a super slow leak, that could take days to figure that out. You know, like it would take days to even probably realize it. But because sometimes what I would like to be able to do, if I'm using the air tank, well, sometimes it would be nice, you know, to put, well, I don't know, I try to, been trying to figure that out, because everything takes more than what I actually think. Sometimes I'll only put like 40 psi in the tank, and then come to find out I need like 100 for what I'm dealing with. So, yeah. That's somebody was coming down the road, but it's not. So, but what would be nice is if I could put, let's just say 100 in here. I think there is a limit. Well, 125 is your limit, but let's just round it off to 100 and be done with it. If I could put 100 in here, okay, then while I'm going and doing other stuff, this could be, you know, like I could be filling this up too, right? And then, you know, put 80 or something in here or whatever. So then I could kind of, I don't know, it's the fact that it's holding air. So that I could, you know, technically build this up with air, have this filled up with air, and then when I dump that, you know, then I could just come right back here and fill this. And it wouldn't take as long to fill it. So, I don't know. It's overall, it's better now. But the question is, how long will the JB Weld hold, you know? The other thing obviously would be to figure out why it's doing it there. But like I said, it only seems to dump it. Well, it's got to be coming from the pump side. So inside the pipe and in the pump. It's not coming from the air tank because I don't think so. I bet you if I put that in, plug this back in. Yeah. That's what's hanging me up. Because sometimes I would refire this thing and it would already have like so much air in it, and the pump could never do it. Well, that's why, because it's fighting what's already in the. Here, cat fight or something. You can hear it hissing out again. Yeah, that's just some kind of a pressure. It's either a pressure release valve that I'm not familiar with, or it's cracked, and then when I push on it, it just dumps it all out. So, but actually, maybe that's actually a good thing to have that. I don't know. Because this compressor is not like the newer stuff. Everything has big red buttons on it and stuff, you know, and it's all labeled to what it does. This old crap doesn't do that, and I don't have the book for this because obviously the book never came with the house. I don't know where. They could have gotten an air compressor from who knows where. But that would actually be kind of nice to have that, you know, because at least you could release the pressure off the pump and not worry about the pump being under pressure. Just a tank. Well, the tank's designed to do that anyway, so. But yeah, I've been standing there, yakking at you, and it still looks like it's about 79 pounds. So I think, as of right now, I fixed all my leaks. If I get a new leak, it's probably going to be either because I blew another hole in the tank, broke a fitting, or, well, sometimes these fittings will go bad. This is actually a new one from like 2 years ago. I had one of these not work very well anymore, and it was leaking air. The other one down there is still a original to when I actually put this whole thing together. So, but yeah. So yeah, I didn't even know that was a release valve. That's actually a pressure release valve there, but it's a little small. I can dump all that out really quick, like just by unhooking the air hose, and it will just all out in a couple of minutes. But I suppose if you wanted it slow, you could, or whatever. Well, it kind of stops after a while, though, so I don't know. I don't know what that valve does. It dumps some air, but if you put it right in the center, then that's when it dumps most of the air. So like right there. Yeah. Yeah, it's still up. This is some kind of a regulator. I don't know. Fortunately, I don't know because I don't have the book to this, so I don't know what these things do. But if I want to dump, looks like 65-ish pounds of air out of a tank real quick, like, of course it's going to be in the air hose, so I got to dump that too. You can see the moisture coming out of it, so there is water in it, or moisture, but I don't know. I pulled the drain out on the bottom and nothing comes out, so there's no water in it, it's just moisture. So now I have to get the air out of the line. So you guys are not going to stay there, are you? Of course. You guys don't ever play nice. There. So yeah, that's what I got to do to get air out of the line. Not that big of a deal, of course, but so yeah, I think I fixed her for now. We'll just see how many years we get out of that frickin' patch job, but I guess that's pretty much it. So that's a good temporary fix, I guess. I don't know. I guess it'll be for however long the JB Weld will hold out, but it'll work for now, I guess. I would like a new compressor, air compressor, but that's not in budget right now. So probably one day soon now. It'll probably have to be, well, maybe next year even. I don't know. I guess it depends on how much longer I can limp this thing along. So, but I guess that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to take off. I got a couple other things I want to go do in the house. There's the key is what I'm going to do with the key, but so yeah. Guess that's pretty much it. I'm going to head in now, and hopefully that'll hold for a few years, I guess, until the next it'll stay fixed, I guess, until the next hole is, it comes, you see there's a new hole there, so then we'll have to fix her again. But yeah, I don't know, holds pretty good though, I guess. I don't hear any extra air besides in that fitting down there, but I don't know, maybe that's supposed to be like that to release pressure off the pump, but it was so caked up with grease and shit and oil, I don't know if it ever really did anything. So, but the thing could be cracked too. I don't know, maybe when I push on it just right, it opens up and it releases the air out of the compressor side, which actually would be almost kind of a good thing, because if I have 60 psi in the tank still and I want to add to it, because if the pump is under pressure, it won't start. So that's why I usually, when I have to restart it, I have to either dump some air out. Well, that's pretty much it. Just dump some air out, get some pressure off of it. So, but I think if I can just reach my finger down in there and just push on that or whatever a little bit, it'll get the air out of the pump. And then you can refire it with no matter how much is in the tank. So, but I don't know. Like I said, that might be a bad thing too. I don't know. That might be a crack in there for all I know. Who knows? You ain't gonna know unless you get in there with like a headlamp and really get a good look at it. But from here, you're not gonna get a very good look at it. So, but yeah. So I guess, guys, I'm gonna take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.